we shall see some of the vibration motions of toluene molecules with respect to the peak, IR peaks in that. Right, let us start from the stretching vibration. Let us see this peak. Let us see the vibration motion corresponding to this peak. Right. You can see this is the vibrational motion of a toluene molecule corresponding to that peak. You can rotate the molecule to see here. You can see here, as you can see here, this is asymmetric stretching of CH bond present in the benzene ring of toluene. Right, you can see one bond elongates, another bond compress, and therefore it is asymmetric stretching. We shall see the next peak. The next peak is, we shall see this peak. We shall see this peak. We shall see what is the corresponding vibration motion in the molecule. For that we have to this animate. Let us see, this is the, you can see this is the corresponding motion of that particular peak. You can see this is now, it is the peak of again CH stretching, but in a methyl group. Earlier we saw the CH stretching asymmetric. This is also asymmetric stretching. Asymmetric stretching in methyl group of the toluene molecule. We can also see some other symmetric stretching in the molecule. Let me try to show that also to you. Let us see this peak. I think this peak can give you asymmetric stretching. Let us try. I will show if it is a symmetric stretching. Yes, you can see here the symmetric stretching of the molecule. Right, this symmetric stretching is due to this peak. You can see here the same peak. Earlier what we saw an asymmetric stretching, that is due to just little bit. Here we saw the asymmetric stretching. Little bit above here, this is symmetric stretching of CH. And you have seen the symmetric and asymmetric stretching of CH. Now, and there is no other peak in this region. Therefore, we can see this is CC double bond stretching. Now we shall see that how it looks like. Let us see that the CC double bond stretching. Can you see now? This is a CC stretching, double bond stretching present in the benzene ring. And as we know already in the previous class, we discussed about zone where this region is 1700 region is what? It is a double bond region, and therefore the CC double bond appears here especially, and this is the stretching vibration we are talking about in that. Okay, let us see. Let us not waste time. Let us see some other peak, and we shall see the next peak. What is this peak is about? What is this peak? We can think of that. That is also stretching frequency, but in a different way. This is what we saw earlier. Let me change that. Let me change, and I will explain this. Can you see now? Now it is little difference. It is also CH stretching, but it has some difference. Right? You can also see there is a change in bond angle. It is stretching and bending mingled together. Right? This is one kind of vibration in toluene. Let us see another kind of vibration. Is what this particular peak gives you. This peak, the vibration of that peak is, let us see here, You can see here, this is the vibration of that sort. There are different kinds of vibration that you have to understand. You can see which are these vibrations which cannot be explained using Blackboard or any PowerPoint presentation. That's why I would like to show this kind of vibration using this software. Right, let us see the next. Let us see all those. These are all fingerprint region. All of them are fundamental modes of vibration. We shall see one by one. Let us see this peak. Earlier we saw this peak. Now we shall see this peak. Right, how it look like, which vibration in the molecule correspond to this peak. Right, you can see here. Can you able to see here? See now? Right, at this peak. Can anybody say what is this? I cannot hear you, but you can see here. What this kind of vibration is this? Can you see? It doesn't look like a scissor. You can see scissoring action, and therefore this is one of a bending vibration which is called as a scissoring vibration. This is in plane bending vibration. As far as this is concerned, this is in plane scissoring vibration of a CH bond in toluene, a methyl CH bond in toluene. We shall see next bending vibration. Hereafter, we will, in the low frequency, we will see most of them are bending vibrations. We shall see another bending vibration by clicking the next peak. You can see here. Now we shall see this peak. What corresponds to this peak? This is another bending vibration. Can you see here? What kind of bending vibration is this? Can you name this? Because we have studied different kinds of bending vibration. This is also a kind of scissoring. If you take, right, you can see here the scissoring action. Can you see here the scissoring action? Here you can also see the scissoring action, but you can also show in a different angle. This angle looks better to visualize this vibration. Right, next we shall see the next vibration one by one. Now I have to animate. It takes little bit of time. It is okay. Let us learn at least one or two spectra, and then we will go for another. Right, this is another kind of vibration. Now can you say what kind of vibration is this molecule? In which way it looks good? Right, you can see here what it does actually. What it does, how it look like. It is not scissoring. It is not scissoring. It's just another bending vibration. Can you say? In this angle it looks very good. The carbon bonds are deformed. Okay, in the benzene ring. This is one kind of a bending vibration, deformation vibration, because the skeleton itself deforms. That's why it is called a deformation vibration. Now let us look into another peak. Okay, shall we see this peak? Adjacent to that, just adjacent to that, what it says, what kind of vibration is this? Let us animate and see how it vibrates. Right, we can see here, this is another, that peak, it corresponds to that peak. Can you? We shall visualize in another direction. This is also another bending vibration. You can also see, right, this kind of vibration. Right, let us see another peak. We shall also see another peak. I wanted to show all the peaks just to make you understand how many vibrations, how many different kinds of vibration a molecule can undergo. Otherwise, I'm using this software, otherwise it is very, very difficult to visualize this in using any Blackboard or any presentation. That's why I'm using this to explain in detail. Other spectrum we will just move fast. Okay, shall we look this spectrum, how it look like? Let us see how it look like. Right, you can also see this spectrum, this vibration corresponding to that peak. Right, I will show in a different angle. Can you say what kind of vibration is this? This is out of plane bending. You can see the atoms moves out of the plane. In this angle it looks really good. That's why. Or any other angle, in this angle, okay, we can able to see some kind of, what kind of vibration is that? Can you see one bond goes these two bonds together, then we can able to say it is a twisting kind of vibration, right? Twisting kind of vibration. Okay, this time is going up. Let us see the next peak. Let us see the next peak is this. Let us see what this peak says. This is somewhat a high intense peak. Let us see what is that. And this peak is due to this kind of vibration. I think you can see now molecule. I will rotate the molecule in an angle so that you can see here. Can you see here? Now it is clearly visible. Earlier it was not visible, but now you can see in this angle the vibration. Can you see? All the atoms together goes and comes. This kind of vibration is called as a waking vibration. And therefore this is an example for waking in toluene. You can see almost all the atoms. Okay, all the hydrogens are involved. Almost all the hydrogens are involved in waking, this kind of vibration. Next, we shall see another peak. There are three. We shall see three peaks. There are several, but we shall see these three peaks. There are several peaks. We shall see some of the major peaks. We will eliminate. Right. What vibration is correspond to that peak? Now you can see here. This is the vibration correspond to that peak. Okay, can you see here? This is again a different kind of waving. You can see in this, especially in this molecule, almost all the atoms are involved. Can you see? Therefore, they are called as a fundamental modes of vibration. These kind of vibrations are called fundamental vibrations because all atoms are involved in the vibrations. Right. Let us quickly go through the next peak. We shall see this peak. What is that peak corresponds to? This peak corresponds to this vibration. You can see here. Let me change the angle of the peak, angle of the view. You can see the whole molecule vibrates in a different way. Wait, there are different kinds. Just imagine whatever the molecule vibrates in its own way. We could not explain, we could not predict. That is the fingerprint region. We could not really predict. Right, let us see another peak. Is only one peak we are going to see. The other peaks we are not going to see. We shall take some other time to explain other molecules. Right, this is the last molecule. We shall see it. Let us animate. Right, this is the vibration of the molecule let me rotate the molecule to see in a different angle. Now it is looking good. Now it is looking, the vibration is visible. Can you see? Right. Right, this is the different kinds of vibration present in toluene. Let me take another example. Now let us see the spectrum of ethanol. the spectrum of ethanol, and we shall see some of the vibrations in ethanol. Since this is simulated spectrum, we don't actually get this broad spectrum here, because in experimental there will be more hydrogen bonding. That hydrogen bonding actually leading to the broadening of the peak. In experimental, in theoretical, this is a theoretically simulated spectra, and therefore we cannot expect that kind of broad peaks, right? Therefore we shall just take, we cannot analyze the shape here, but we can only analyze the frequency, and we can able to visualize the molecular vibration here. That is my aim, and therefore this is OH. This is unusual. Usually I will see, you can see the OH stretching now in ethanol. I think it is very clear. Now you can see this is the OH stretching in ethanol, and that particular peak is correspond to this stretching. But usually in experimental spectra, that peak will look like a broad peak, which we discussed in the previous class. Can you see here, this is called group frequency. The group frequency vibrates separately. All other atoms and molecules are static, almost static. Can you see that? Can you see that only that oxygen is vibrating, that OH, and this kind of vibration is high frequency vibrations present in the ethanol. And we will quickly go through other peaks. We shall see what this peak says. Quickly go through other peaks. This peak corresponds to, let's see one by one. This peak corresponds to this vibration CH. Can you see here? It is a symmetrical stretching of CH3 bond in ethanol. Can you see here? It is symmetrical stretching. All the bond elongates together and compress together. Therefore, that peak corresponds to the CH stretching, symmetric CH stretching of in CH3 of ethanol. Let us see the next peak. You can see here this peak. Let us see the adjacent peak here. It is due to, please, as I said earlier, please forget about this frequency, because it is simulated spectrum. We will not get the exact frequency as the experimental values. For that we have to make many more optimization to bring to the experimental conditions, right? That is not our aim here. Our aim is to visualize the stretching. This is also another CH stretching that you can visualize here. Can you see here? This is CH stretching, asymmetric CH stretching of ethanol. I think you can see in a different angle. Now you can able to see asymmetric stretching. One bond elongates, simultaneously other bond compress, and this kind of stretching is called asymmetric stretching. This is the asymmetric stretching corresponding to that peak, right? So let us see another example. We shall see the adjacent peak. This peak, what it says, what it corresponds to. Let us see that also. It corresponds to that CH2 peak, asymmetric stretching present into that CH, right? I think you can see now. Can you able to see the same peak? CH2 stretching of a asymmetric carbon, asymmetric stretching in a CH2 bond of ethanol, right? We shall move into the next peak. Here there are no other peak to a great extent, great distance. Now we straight away go to the fingerprint region. Because there is no double bond, you cannot expect any other stretching there. Only OH and CH is there, and therefore we shall now move into the fingerprint region. Actually, that we are going to see. Let us see what that particular vibration, right? As I said, it is a bending vibration. You can see here this vibration. What kind of vibration is this? You can say this is called as a rocking. This kind of vibration is called a rocking. Let us rotate in a different direction. That direction looked really great. You can see here this is rocking. OH and CH together. It rocks. Right? We shall move further. To discuss the next peak, adjacent peak, and this is the next peak we are talking about. We shall see this peak, especially this peak. What about this peak? You can see here, this is the vibration corresponding to that peak in ethanol, right? In which direction? Can you see it is? Can you see here? It is out of plane bending. It goes above and below the plane, and therefore when all together goes above and below the plane, that kind of vibration is called as wagging. You can call it as wagging. Wagging present in the CH3 of ethanol molecule. You are now seeing that vibration. Next peak. It takes time for me to animate. Okay, let us take this as an example. Let us take this vibration. You can see here. Let me rotate the molecule in a different direction so that you can see what kind of vibration is that, how it looks for you. Let me. It doesn't look like a scissor, isn't it? Scissoring action. Therefore, it should be a scissoring. These are all deformation or bending vibrations. This is known as scissoring, right? Let me look at a few important peaks. Let us avoid all other things. Right. Now, in the coming molecule, we will see only some important peaks. We will just leave other peaks. You can see here which is old, which is new. Right, we will animate now. Right. Now you can see here. Now let me rotate in a different angle so that can you able to see the dance by ethanol? It look like a hip hop dance, right? A different dance by ethanol. This kind of vibration is correspond to this peak in the molecule, right? Let us see this peak. One more peak we shall see, and then we can wind up. I think we are seeing it too much, right? That peak is correspondent to this vibration in the molecule. Let me rotate in a different direction. If you can able to visualize, right? I think you can able to see here. Actually, during this vibration, this bond angle changes. This is another scissoring vibration of CCO bond. This bond scissors. This is scissoring action. You can able to see there. Right, we shall see the next. I think the final peak in ethanol. With that, we will wind up ethanol molecule. We shall see one acid, an aldehyde, especially OH and aldehyde CH. Is there anything else? I think almost in every molecule this kind of vibration you can able to see, and therefore, if you want, I can show some alcohol acid, and let me show if there is a ketone. Otherwise, we shall go into the next topic. I wanted to show the vibrations in the molecule. Can you able to see here? It is a bending vibration. It is a waving vibration. since it is only one bond is involved, I don't know what kind of vibration I would say. This is a bending vibration, no doubt about it, but it is one kind of vibration. Just think of it. There is 2-3 bonds, then we can say it is wagging, scissoring like that. Otherwise we can call it as it is rocking. It is a rocking kind of a vibration. That's it. Right, with that we finish the animation for different molecule. Let me show this final animation of this peak. Earlier we saw this peak. Now let me show also this peak one more time, this peak, and with that we shall wind up, okay, with this animation. Right, you can see here this kind of vibration. That peak correspond to this vibration in the molecule. Right, this is another kind of what we can say. This is also rocking. This is also a rocking kind of a vibration. Right, with this we finish the animation part of molecule. Otherwise, animation part of ethanol. Let me close here. IR spectrum of acetic acid. This is IR spectrum of acetic acid. You are saying, as I said earlier, it is not an experimental spectra. It is a simulated spectra by quantum mechanical software, and therefore it will not look like you could not see the broad peak because we are excluding solvent in theoretical calculation. If we include solvent, we may get this broad peak. Here, since it is simulated spectrum, there will be a broad peak here, but here we can see the animation of the molecule. This is the IR spectrum of simulated for an acetic acid. Let us see, this is OH stretching. Can you see here? This should be acetic acid. This should be very broad as expected, but if it is an experimental spectrum, you can expect a broad peak, but it is, since it's theoretical, it is not broad. Can you see here? CH3COOH. The OH stitching that you are seeing here, that we have seen already in alcohol itself, a similar kind. And you can also see this peak. This should be CH peak, right? I think we shall stop this animation because it is going bigger. Let me show you. CH, these are all already we have seen in ethanol. I don't like to repeat this. Let us move into other kind of vibrations. If there is any special, this is acid. You can see the CO. We don't carbonyl stretching. Now you can see the carbonyl stretching. This peak is correspond to carbonyl stretching, right? Let me animate that. Then with that we shall stop, because in every molecule there will be animation like this, vibration like that. You can see that. You can imagine that this is CO stretching present in the molecule in carbonyl stretching. Can you see here? CO stretching. That is around 1700. You can see here. But it actually here looks above 3000. It's not in actual experimental spectra. It will be around 1700. Therefore, we have to optimize this spectra to get original, which matches with experimental data. We have to include solvent effect, all those things. I just in order to show you, I developed this spectra. That's why I can able to show only this. Okay, with this we shall wind up this session on showing the animation